Hey, welcome back to the Crypt of Horrors, and today we got something pretty awesome for you. So, even though it's quite a bit after the fact, this came out in November, we have the Friday the 13th box set from Sharp Factory to unbox for you. So, when this initially was announced, I was having some trouble with one of my cards, and so I actually made 2 orders, so just to make sure that I was able to get a poster. And then when it came time for them to ship out, I actually forgot to cancel one, so I ended up with 2 copies of this bad boy. And this spare kit is going to a friend of mine somewhat soon, but I figured I could show you, if you pre-ordered the collection from Shout Factory, what you got and how they packaged it. So let's get started. So it comes in its own custom box. I need to scoot forward so you can see. With some inner branding, which is pretty cool. So the set itself comes pretty snugly secured in its little hole. And it's, for some reason, each one was kind of packed differently, and so for some reason this one's in reverse order, but it's a beautiful box. So similar to the Halloween box set that Shout Factory put out. Now let's take a look at the posters. I don't think my friend will mind me showing these off. So let's be sure to be really careful with these, since these are kind of expensive on the secondary market. Come on. Well, that's interesting. Huh. So, well, it's secured with this piece of tape. I am having trouble getting to come unstuck. The tape isn't on the posters itself, it's on this loop here. Let's see if we can gently work it up, which seems to be working. Although, the difficult thing about this is that there's some of the loop underneath the posters, which is making it catch as I try to slide it along. So there are 2 posters in here though, so maybe we can slide one out if we're able to. We aren't we aren't getting anything out of here. Well, after a long struggle, we were able to get the cuff off. So let's take a look at what you were rewarded with for pre-ordering. So this is the lithograph, and as you can see, it's pretty insane. So it's all the different forms of Jason by Devin Wemple. Or is it Whitehead? The guy from Cavity Colors. And this is such an epic poster. Like, I love it. Like, this was the reason I pre-ordered the set so fast. Like, it's just gorgeous, and it's going to increase in value like you wouldn't believe in like a year or so. Because the Halloween box set came with a lithograph similar to this too, and if you can even find it for sale at all, the lithograph is $350. So, really, really should have jumped on this pre-order. Like, it was so worth it. And then the second poster that comes in this set is for Friday the 13th specifically. It's for the 40th anniversary of Friday the 13th. And it shows it looks like it has all the deaths from the first Friday the 13th scattered all over the shoreline, with Jason jumping out and getting Alice. There's Mrs. Voorhees. So this is a pretty great piece of art too. I was just out of room for it, so I don't have this displayed. I do have the other lithograph displayed in the Crypto Horror here, but just utterly gorgeous, like, amazing bonuses. Now, as for what you get in the set itself, you get all 12 Friday the 13th films, and a bonus disc with extra content. I'm just gonna dump it out here. You also get some liner notes. I think these are by Michael Gingold of Fangoria fame. And it's a fairly long retrospective he gives on his experiences with the series. It was a pretty good read, so I liked it. And then let's get to the discs. We have the bonus disc. Actually, the bonus discs, plural, because you get 2 of them in there. And there was a lot of stuff on these. Like, there was so much stuff that I don't really... To do an in-depth review of this box set would take a pretty long time. So there were a lot of interviews on both of these discs, like well over 5 hours of stuff on here. Like, there are even 2 like full movies. Slice and Dice, the slasher film forever, and Scream Queens, Horror Heroines Exposed. Those were like feature length. And there's just so much stuff relating to Friday the 13th on here. Then moving in reverse order, we've got the remake with reversible art. Now this is the same disc as the individual release, so there's nothing new from Shout Factory on this disc, unfortunately. But it's still gorgeous to just have it in the set. Like, look at that presentation. Oh. And one thing they did too is they redid the titles on the spines. of each of these in the style of the original Friday the 13th series, which you'll kind of notice. You'll notice more on Freddy versus Jason instead of see the classic font instead of the logo, as you can kind of tell. Well, maybe not so much, but these all have reversible art. Well, I think there's one that doesn't have reversible art, but anyway, this is also the same disc as the individual Freddy vs. Jason release. They were able to get some more extras for Freddy vs. Jason and Friday the 13th 2009 onto the bonus disc. So there are actually new extras for both of those movies. They just happen to be on the bonus discs. Jason X. Reversible artwork. A lot of new stuff on this one. Like, this had a Kane Hodder interview that was pretty great. Jason Goes to Hell, which, actually this, Jason Goes to Hell, Jason X, and Part 3 all have some disc errors. So there's like a few missing seconds or missing sounds. But Shout jumped on that right away, and they have a disc replacement program. So I'm waiting for my replacement discs to come. But anyway, so Jason Goes to Hell comes with a bunch of new interviews. And there's the one with Kane Hodder on this, I think is one of my favorite interviews that I've ever seen on as an extra. So, and you know, they're keeping the font thing. Reversible art. Now, I don't think, yeah, Part 8 doesn't have reversible art, which is kind of weird. But I don't think it doesn't come with anything new on the disc. So one thing to keep in mind about this release is that it's kind of the ultimate Friday the 13th box set. So everything that came on this set is on these discs. So everything that came in this set, everything that came in the previous DVD set, it's all been ported into one location in this set. So if you have this, and you have the DVD, and you have Jason Goes to Hell for the commentary that's only on the standalone DVD, you can get this set and get rid of all of that. Which, it's kind of surprising that I still have this. Gotta get on that. But as such, it comes with all of the extras that were on the Part 8 disc from that set, which itself has mostly stuff from the DVD set. But anyway, moving on. And Part 7 also does not have reversible art. I am being proven wrong on the reversible art thing. But there's a lot of extra stuff on there. Part 6, no reversible art. But the presentation is still so nice. It's got a new commentary with C.G. Graham, Tom Matthews, and some of the other actors. Part 5 does have reversible art. Comes with a new audio commentary for a total of, how many commentaries are on Part 5? 1, 2, 3. Ooh, it comes with the, well, I already watched and listened to all these, so I should know, but there's so much content here that it's hard to remember. This comes with the Adam Green and Joe Lynch commentary from Movie Crypt, which I always enjoy those. Part 4, reversible art. There's really nice presentation on the disc. And I think this has a new, this has a new scan. So Part 4 actually looks better than it's ever looked before. Now, this is Part 3. And it's actually in 3D, so if you have a 3D TV, you can watch it in 3D. Actually, one of the errors in this set, there are 3 of them. There's like a mistake with some of the credits in this one. Like they're not in 3D, even though they're supposed to be. So fairly minor issue, especially if you're not gonna watch it in 3D. But yeah, it's pretty great. I'm just fawning over this set because it's so good. Like, this is the best thing Shout Factory, or this is honestly, in a year of like strong box sets, this is probably the best box set anybody released, and I'm including like the Gamera box set. And what else came out this year that was in a box set? Well, this is probably the best box set that came out this year. Even factoring in the Gamera box set. So anyway, part 2, reversible art, new scan. It's not listed, but it does come with a new commentary that they recorded for part 2. And finally, the first Friday the 13th, which does have reversible art and also has a new scan, and has honestly never looked better. So there you have it. That's the immense Friday the 13th box set. So I think this is on Amazon for $109 right now, which is an insane deal. So if you like Friday the 13th, go pick this up. You won't regret it. And the replacement discs program that Shout Factory has is pretty forgiving. So if having those 3 like minor errors, like a missing sound and a missing 2 seconds of footage, if you're a completionist, Shout Factory has made it real easy to get those replacement discs. And if you're not a completionist, then you'll have a great time with this out of the box. But I encourage everybody who has this set to, watch all of the extras on it, because there is just so much quality. Like, it's amazing. Like, this set is really amazing. So, well, thank you for joining us today. Like, share, and subscribe. Especially share and subscribe. And we will see you again at some other time. So, bye.